Raksha Devi used to live in a big palace with her son Suraj and husband Gajanand. One day Gajanand becomes very ill. He calls his wife and son and asks them to promise him that Suraj shall be married to one of his friend's daughter, Nimu. Suraj and Raksha Devi had never seen Nimu before, but when they see her, they are completely shocked. But unfortunately, Suraj is left with no other option other than marrying Nimu. So they finally get married. Suraj and Raksha Devi did not like Nimu at all, but after they have a child, they are forced to accept Nimu in their house. Gajanand was lying sick on his bed. Raksha Devi and Suraj were sitting by him. Raksha Devi gives Gajanand some medicines.
Have your medicines. Take them.
No, Raksha, I don't want to have any medicine, but you have to do something for me.
What work do you mean?
You promised me to marry our son Suraj to my friend Ramnath's daughter Nimu. But Dad, what are you saying? I have never even seen this girl in my life.
Yeah, he's saying the right thing.
I don't want to hear anything. You have to marry Nimu. Only then will you be the heir to my property.
What are you saying?
Get married to Nimu. Those were Gajanand's last words. One day, Suraj and his mother visit Nimu's place, without telling anybody, they arrange their marriage secretly. When the mother and son visit Nimu's place, they could only see Nimu's mother, and it was planned in prior that nobody will know about their marriage. Suraj and his mother visit Nimu's place. Nimu's mother had arranged everything for the wedding. The Pandit was also present there.
Come, dear sister. Did you have any difficulty while reaching here? Difficulty is about to come to our lives. What else will happen while coming here? Dear, I didn't understand. Yeah, nothing. Just call the bride quickly. We have to finish it and leave. Sure, I'm just going to bring her.
Nimu's mother goes inside to call her daughter. And in a few moments, a very short girl appears there in a sari. On seeing her, Raksha Devi says,
Hey kid, where is your mother? Anyway, leave it. Go and fetch your grandmother.
Nimu's mother arrives there and she says,
Oh sister, this is only Nimu.
As soon as the mother and son find out that this was Nimu, they completely lose their minds. They start staring at each other and then they look at Nimu. But now it was too late. Suraj somehow stays calm and gets married to Nimu. All the marriage rituals are now over. It was time for Nimu to leave her house. Nimu's mother was about to hug her daughter. But since Nimu was very short, Nimu's mother gives her a stool. Nimu's mother places her daughter on the stool and then she hugs her daughter. After hugging each other, Nimu tries to get off that stool, but she faces some difficulty. Suraj picks her and helps her get off the chair. The marriage is now over and they all leave. They reach their own bungalow. But as soon as they open the door, strong winds start blowing outside. Raksha Devi says,
God knows why all this is happening right now. Did we bring some trouble back home?
She says these words looking at Nimu. Suraj gets angry and leaves. On seeing Suraj leave, Nimu tells Raksha Devi,
Mother, where did he go? Did he let me know and go that you are asking me? Oh mother, where should I stay? Stay where you want. It's a huge mansion. Anyway, how much space do you need? You can sleep on the chair as well.
Raksha Devi too goes away in anger. Nimu starts walking around inside the huge mansion. She then sits on the sofa where she goes to sleep. But in a few moments, she feels as if someone is walking around her. She opens her eyes, but there is nobody around her. Then Nemo starts looking around here and there. She finds out that her child is running back and forth. Nemo starts following that child. The child keeps running up the staircase. Nemo tries to follow the child, but because of her short height, she loses pace. Yet as she was trying to move up, her feet slips and she falls off the staircase. Somewhere in the middle of the staircase, she stops, somehow manages to get up, and then she finds out that the child is above the staircase. The child looks a bit weird. The child looks at Nemo and starts laughing and teasing her. He also calls her. Nemo looks here and there, but sees nobody around. She starts climbing the stairs and tries to follow the child again. Somehow she manages to reach there, but by then the child was gone. She finds out that the child is now down the staircase. Nemo comes down, but the child has gone up again. Nemo goes up, but by then the child has gone down. This takes place repetitively for 5 to 6 times. Nemo is very tired now and she sits on the couch and says,
Who are you and why are you playing caught and escape with me?
Nemo hears the laughter again, but as she looks around, there is nobody around her. And then she hears,
Hey you dwarf, why are you looking here and there? Look up, look up!
As Nemo looks up, she finds out that the child is sitting on the fan above her. Nemo gets scared.
How did you go up there?
Suddenly, Raksha Devi arrives there and shouts at Nemo. And she says,
Hey you queen, have you rested? Can we get some tea and snacks now? Sure mother, but you won't be able to reach the top shelves of the kitchen.
Suraj comes and tells her, Now we will have to build a stairway in the kitchen. The mother and son start laughing at this very loudly, which upsets Nemo. The child comes down from the fan and nobody is able to see him except Nemo. The child plugs a wire and places the wire in the hands of Raksha Devi and he switches it on. Raksha Devi suffers a very strong electric shock. She starts trembling. At this, Nemo starts laughing. This makes Suraj angry. Hey you dwarf, my mother is suffering an electric shock and you are laughing like this. I'll get to you after this. Now Suraj tries to help his mother, but he too suffers an electric shock. And in the same way, he starts trembling. Nemo is scared at this and she says,
Who are you? Let them go. Why are you doing like this?
The child now comes to his original form. He was not an ordinary child, but he was a ghostly child. And now he stops electrocuting them. Everybody gets very scared looking at him.
Who are you?
I am the savior of dwarfs.
What do you mean by that?
It means that I am the child of this dwarf woman, and even I was unable to grow up. Our grandmother had killed me and my mother because that lady was embarrassed of us. And since then, I help dwarf people like this. So the two of you won't be spared.
Okay, you don't worry. We won't be troubling her anymore.
And you old hag?
No, I won't hurt her. I will keep her like my daughter.
Hey you dwarf lady, you won't be troubled here anymore, so live happily ever after.
On hearing this, Nemo smiles and she says,
I don't know how to thank you now.
Get a stool, stand on it, and join your hands to show me some respect.
Then the child and everybody in the house starts laughing. And then he tells Nemo,
All of you keep laughing like this. It's time to say goodbye. Maybe some other dwarf needs help from me.
And after saying this, gradually the child disappears. Since then, all the family members lived happily ever after.